Do not be afraid to explore other aspects of who you are. When you look at a human being, we have two eyes, we have an ear, we have a mouth, we have a nose. All of those are very important aspects of our body. We need them all. We don't just say, oh, I was just born to be an eye. Or I was just born to be a nose. So, don't be afraid to explore some of your other creative talents. When God made you, He made you so just a wonderful, complex, beautiful human being that has so much to offer. So just as you have different body parts, there are other things that you can also do talent wise. So, just be excited about exploring some of those other things. You don't just have to say, oh, I sing and that's it. You might act, you might, write, you might do other things. So, be willing to do those things as well, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. And I mean, a lot of artists also go on to be actors as well. And because they're in that creative space, like you say, there's so many other things. And I always believe that everyone has at least five gifts. And said, yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
yes, and it might not be that you're doing that at that time when you start, but just as you've shown with your creative flair that you've gone on to do all these other things.
yes.
So I think that's great because as well you don't just have to pigeonhole yourself. You can look at all all the other creative talent, the other gifts and talents that you have. So, what would you say, Gina, to someone who is looking at stepping out, looking at wanting to do something, and they're not sure, and it might be someone who's maybe wants to step into the music industry. What would you say to that person, to help them to kind of think about what it is that they want to do? What would you say to just give them some inspiration?
Yeah, well, absolutely. Well, first of all, don't, when you're exploring what it is that is your gift, um, don't don't covet someone else's gift. You are a unique person. Your voice is unique. The way you express your voice is unique. The way you write is unique. The way you look is unique. So just, try to, understand what you have to offer that's unique. Don't try to be another somebody else. Don't be a carbon copy of anyone else. I always say we see pigeons fly around all the time. I mean, who really pays attention to pigeons other than get off my car, get away from me because I don't want you to drop a dropping on my car or something. But there's so many of them and nobody pays attention to them. But if you see a bird of prey fly down, I mean, or an eagle or something, everyone looks up, like, wow, look at this majestic bird. It's like everyone focuses on that bird because it's so different. And so if that be the case, then you wonder, why is it that so many people spend so much time trying to be a carbon copy of another pigeon? You know what I'm saying? It's like they come a dime a dozen. So just try, first of all, find out before you get in the industry, before you get out there, understand who you are, be comfortable with your voice, what it sounds like. It doesn't have to sound like everyone else's. Your style doesn't have to be like everyone else. Just find that. That's the first thing that I would say. And then just step out and just do it. Start singing, getting involved in different things. But don't always try to be in someone else's thing. That's the mistake that I made when I was young. I just always wanted to, I wanted to be signed to a label and stuff. And when that label dropped, that was the best thing that could have ever happened to me, because that's when the entrepreneur in me was born. And from that point on, I said I would never put my dreams and hopes into someone else's hands to drop it. So, if you want to sing, start learning how to produce music on your own. Don't put yourself in a vulnerable position where you have to wait for someone else's timing, or you have to wait for someone to accept you, because being in a vulnerable position, as I explained earlier, can put you in a bad position. it can put you, especially as a woman, in a position where a guy wants to proposition you for a deal, or a guy wants to proposition you just to record in the studio, and you find yourself in these compromising positions. But if you learn and you can get on social media, there's videos for free, that you can actually learn how to produce music. You can work with these programs. It's just learning how to do it. Learn how to do those things on your own. And as you're applying along the way, if they'll see you plowing, and if it's to be, then that door will open for you. But you could still keep doing it. Just get out there and do it. Just get out there, be fearless, and stop waiting for other people to open the door for you. You have to kick it open. So
That's amazing. That's one of my favorite motivational quotes. Just do it.